let me just tell you what really happened. So anyway, this celebrant mate's telling me this story, and I asked her, I said, was this in the Hunter Valley or on the South Coast? And she goes, it was a Hunter Valley. Why? I said, I know exactly what you're talking about. She goes, well, were you doing coke? And I said, absolutely not. I was getting my dick sucked by one of the creditsmen.
Leave it in.
And she goes, well, why did you ask if it was a Hunter or the South Coast? I said, because it's happened in both places.
Hell.
So that is the true story and more on brand, and I'd rather that's what's getting around rather than people thinking I'm racking up in the car park.
Yeah.
Definitely not. And by the way, was finished doing my duties as the MC, was on my way home, but then got
waylaid in the car park.
Yeah, there was traffic. So now, following on from where we left off last episode, where you were blowing up about mother-in-laws.
Unlikely that I'd be blowing up about anything, but continue.
You were blowing up about mother-in-laws.
Yeah.
I reckon father of, well, it's generally a father of someone will do the old, haven't been in your life for however many years, but you need to do this, or I've got to walk you down the aisle if I'm giving you money. Which that's shits me, because
I think we had
if you wouldn't have even invited them in the first place, and then they're hanging money over your head for your wedding, and then you feel like you have to let them walk you down the aisle just so you get 5 or 10 grand for your wedding. Here's an idea: save a bit more. Don't fucking have them. Don't spend that extra 10. If it means, if it's going to ruin your day by having this shitbag walk you down the aisle who's got nothing to do with you, don't let them have any swing on your day.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's the same with listening. Most people will plan their wedding around what their parents tell them to do, and it's because their parents plan their wedding around what their parents told them to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Break the shit cycle. Do what you want. Tell everyone else to get fucked. If you don't want to invite your parents' caravan and friends from 30 years ago,
which was something that somebody sent in,
came through.
That was somebody did send in. Thank you, that person who was bullied into by their parents.
You know what's funny?
To inviting
my auntie. It's grandma and granddad.
Oh, for real?
They made her invite the caravan.
We throwing anyone under the bus here, right at the caravan?
Oh, no. Granddad couldn't hear it anyway. So.
Oh, very good. That's hilarious.
Oh, classic. So
at my wedding, we just bumped the microphone there. At my wedding, because we were a bit older, we're in our late 30s when we got married, we decided we were just picking all the friends that we wanted to, and we said to our respective parents, you can invite 2 lots of people that you would like to enjoy the night with, but both of us come from, our parents have got multiple siblings, and I went, we're not inviting all of those people because I'd be lucky if I see them once a year.
Yeah.
But I think that's the advantage of being older. I think when you're younger, your parents will probably, and they would deny bullying you, but your parents are fucking bullying you, hey?
Yeah. But they invited you to their wedding.
Yeah,
well, they shouldn't have.
Well,
I don't like them.
The sword they hold over people's head is, but we're sometimes they're paying all the money.
Yeah.
They think that gives them a blank check to do that. I would tell them to get fucked and elope. But
yeah. And also, if you're trying to
I'm also a mostly unpleasant person. So
if you're trying to get round and spend quality time with 100 people at a wedding, it's an absolute shit show.
Oh, you can't.
Whereas I beg your pardon. No. Oh, you can't.
Yeah, you cannot.
Yeah, cannot.
Quality banter here, folks. Quality banter.
I had my money on you being the first one to come.
So did I.
Yeah. But, cut your numbers back and actually dance and party with your favourite people. Oh, good one. Get very excited about this. Don't. So announcing at the start of your reception, and this might not be a new thing, but it is for me. But the Irish goodbye.
Right.
Don't come up and hug and kiss us at our own wedding and say thanks for a good night and then say goodbye, because we don't want to stop dancing and having fun to say goodbye to 100 different people.
Yeah.
If you want to leave, leave. Unless you're a grandparent, then that's the exception to the rule. But friends, family, siblings, whatever, when you're finished for the night at our wedding, you just leave. We're so grateful that you came. We love you. But do not interrupt the dance floor for us to have that 30-second chat with you and a minute chat with you for you feel like you have to say thanks and goodbye. But we know you're thankful. But seriously, just go and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I actually hadn't given that any thought, but I did see it pop up in our. Somebody had made that comment, and I thought it was a pretty good point.
So I had a couple ask me a couple of weeks ago to do it, and I thought great idea. And then again last weekend, same thing happened, and yeah, the dance floor just there's no chill then. Everybody's having a great time right until the end, and especially when you're trying to cram in your last dances for the last song, like you don't want that time to be spent, when everyone's trying to get the bars saying goodbye.
Yeah.
So. Oh no, we've given more tips.
Yeah, I know.
Just a tip.
I don't know about you people out there, but I'm fucking bored. Is that what this is? Are we already here? Are we already here with a bit where I'm bored?
Yeah. This is your idea, cockhead.
It was your idea, and I told you it was a terrible one.
Yeah. All right. Have we got more unpopular opinions here?
Yeah, I'm sure we do. Or this is fairly, again, here we go. What about, I think this one is good to go.
Audio?
Yeah, it's an audio one. I listened to it earlier. I'm not going to tell you what it's called because if I tell you what it's called, it'll give away what's happening.
And again, voices have been changed here.
I hope so.
To for an
wedding story I have. So the groom ended up going on the piss the night before, and throughout the ceremony, everyone thought that someone had stepped in dog shit. Turns out the groom, as he was standing there waiting for the bride to walk up the aisle, had let out a fart that he put a bit too much faith in, and he had a little nugget just chilling there. The whole ceremony. And then after the ceremony, they were about to go do their photos, and the groom pulls me aside and says, "I'm so sorry, I need to go to the room." And I said, "What's wrong?" And he goes, "The smell, it's me. I am the smell." So he and his best man run up like lightning to the room. He comes down and he's in a totally different color pant. So he was wearing a blue suit, so blue pants, blue waist jacket, white shirt, blue like blue suit jacket. Next minute comes down, he's in black pants and just the blue top. And me and the bride are looking really fucking confused until the best man brings it up in his speech that the groom shat himself at the altar, and that's what we were all smelling.
So yeah, that's sometimes you'll say that the groom's feeling, mate. Yeah, I'm sure I'm really shitting myself. So if you're a celebrant or photographer and they say that, just give them a double check.
Yeah.
I mean, not like a baby. Don't hold them up and smell their ass. But
pull the back of the pants and don't look down. Oh, nasty.
So that was called Nugget at the Altar.
It kind of could be a kid's book.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's like a.
Send us your illustrations.
Don't send us your illustrations. Nugget at the Altar.
Oh gosh.
So I don't know if I can even. I've got a story, and it doesn't even involve me. It's a fourth hand story.
Yeah.
That I might as well. We've got to fill in some time.
I think.
Good banter. Quality banter.
Have you told me this one?
I believe I have.
Yeah.
So a venue, someone working at a venue. What, you don't think I should?
No, I'm going to pretend I haven't heard it.
Oh, good. Yeah, act surprised.
Act surprised.
So I was working at a venue, and I was speaking to somebody that worked at that venue. Now I'm not going to say where. Somewhere between Eden on the south coast and Stradbroke Island in Queensland. And this person told me in the lead up to this wedding, it was a bride and a groom, and unusually the groom was taking a lot of interest in the prep of the room, of the styling and not there's anything wrong with that. I encourage all grooms to get more involved because lots don't. But on this occasion, this guy was taking more interest than she thought was the general, and the bride was nowhere to be seen. So that kind of set a tone. And then on the night, no one had seen him for a while, and then this person was taking some rubbish out to the skip bins at the back of the venue, and saw two fellas and thought they were doing drugs, and so she kind of rushed over and said, "Oi, what's going on over here?" And the fellow stood up, and he was involved in a oral copulation with the other man, and the man that stood up was the groom, and she just kind of backed away slowly, and so there's another story for you folks.
You've just dug the hole for me because I've told you my version of this, like my own. Are we going to go there?
I don't know. I don't know if I know your own version. That I should be very clear, doesn't involve him or any venue that we've been to together.
Okay, so this is a true story about.
So that was supposed to be true.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm sure it was. Okay, so there's a celebrant friend. I can't even rhyme the name because
No, don't do that. It's unnecessary.
Celebrant friend. She was at a wedding expo recently, one of those next ones or something.
Ugh.
Bride and her mum come up to chat with her at her stall. So she's a celebrant, talking about weddings, of course. And then they say, "Oh, we actually saw this this guy with cowboy boots and a whip recently." And the celebrant mate goes, "Oh yeah, that's Monty." And the bride goes, "Yeah, he was really funny." But then before she could really say much more, the mother of the bride goes, "Yes, but we caught him out in the car park during the reception doing cocaine." But let me just tell you what really happened. So anyway, this celebrant mate's telling me this story, and I asked her, I said, "Was this in the Hunter Valley or on the South Coast?" And she goes, it was a Hunter Valley. Why? I said, "I know exactly what you're talking about." She goes, "Well, were you doing coke?" And I said, "Absolutely not. I was getting my dick sucked by one of the crewsmen."
Leave it in.
And she goes, "Well, why did you ask if it was a Hunter or the South Coast?" I said, "Because it's happened in both places."
No.
So that is the true story and more on brand. And I'd rather that's what's getting around rather than people thinking I'm racking up in the car park.
Yeah.
Definitely not. And by the way, was finished doing my duties as the MC, was on my way home, but then got
Waylaid in the car park.
there was traffic. So
Very good. So let's just do this.
Yeah.
Let's yeah. I don't know if I've heard any other like really good ones of like just what if I have, they're mostly you, I think.
yeah. All right, wins and regrets. So we've got a biggest win here. And this is, we'll leave this one anonymous. My win is that my ex called it off 6 weeks before the wedding. Fucking thank you, Lord. Bullet dodged.
I haven't got anything to add there.
That
Good
is
for you, champ or Miss Champ, whoever
champ
you
or
want me.
champignon.
Yeah, champ or or whatever. What does this one say? Oh, the only thing I'd keep now is the celebrant, Matt McLaren music, and my maid of honour. Everything else, no mention of the husband there. So,
The things haven't gone.
no, I think they have. I think it's fine because I was the celebrant.
Oh, right.
I think it's fine. I mean, in this one, I'm going to read the whole thing because it's not that the thing itself was particularly outrageous, but I just like the funny ending. So they've said their win. So this is obviously, like we said, wins or losses. Win was the celebrant.
Oh, yes.
Wasn't me. I think it was you.
This was me.
The venue, their videographer / photographer, and Lebanese drummers.
Oh, yes, I'll tell you about that.
And then they've gone on to say the regret is inviting people we felt obligated to invite, which we've just spoken about, and not choreographing a reception entrance for the wedding party. And she finished that off by saying, "I tried to post this in the comments, but got declined by the Facebook gremlins using the word Arab drummers originally instead of Lebanese." So there's a lesson for you posting out there in Facebook land.
So this one was at Peterson House, and this couple, there's no Lebanese background on either side.
Oh, right.
But as just as a bit of fun, kids' birthday parties, Christmases, any family event where they got all the crew together, they hire these Lebanese drummers to come in.
Amazing.
Regardless of the occasion. And they basically, there's like a dozen of them. They come in, belt the piss out of these drums for like 2 minutes, and then they fuck off. It is such a vibe. So that was the start of their reception.
That's fantastic.
Before the couple entered. And all the family, because they're like, "Well, we're not Lebanese. Are you Lebanese?" Like, no. So no one could understand what was going on. But it just set the tone. It was such a vibe. So good.
There you go. And that is
love it.
Doing whatever the fuck you like at your wedding.
Love it.
Well, here you go. Here's this is, and I can say his name. I will say his name. I'll give him a bit of a rap. It's Craig from Puzzle Man Productions, who is videographers down south, who says, "Our biggest regret was not having our wedding filmed, which is why we do what we do now." So there's another vote for having you.
Good one. Yeah.
You look out for Craig in any of the wedding forums, telling people how it is. If you think we're doing it, it's one of my favourite things about him.
Ben Jones, you've got that. Have you got his win there?
I've seen it though. Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah, well,
because it's about me.
You mentioned it before, so yeah, blade wind up your own ass.
Very good. Monty King hitched me and was the bomb, and it was the best wedding win. And then the other stuff he says is unimportant. But no, he says some other things. He says additional massive wedding wins looking back with a food truck, scrapped the seating plan and had a cocktail style, and ripping off the formality Band-Aids ASAP. So minimal fluff, maximum party, losses and regrets of the unnecessary stress in the lead up. And that's it. And then he talks about how good we are. And also Ben Jones, great celebrant. If you can't get us, give him a crack.
Also, food trucks, love them.
Yeah. Yeah, we
So
at my own wedding we didn't have a food truck, but we had cocktail, like substantial cocktail. Here you go. Here's another one that I did. It's just tips. It's bullshit. Oh, it's not going to be fucking tips. So many tips. At my wedding, we had the food.
It's aggressive tips.
It's
not so much taking.
Yeah, we're not guiding you.
Open up and take.
Yeah, we're not guiding you and gently telling you. But the number one thing at weddings that's shit is the lack of food.
Yeah.
And even if it's great food early, everybody fucks off at 8:30, and you've got the leftover delicious cake because we all love cake, and then people are people are getting absolutely hammered. I can tell you now, everybody just wants something to fucking eat.
Yeah.
At my wedding, we got the caterers to leave baked ham, a bunch of rolls and condiments.
I've had it twice in the last 2 weeks. Ham
And,
sandwich.
And
So good.
And the idea was that it would be ham sandwiches, but by the time people got to it, we got the ham and 100 rolls.
Someone just eating mustard out of the jar.
Not even, mate. No condiments were eaten, no buns were eaten. There was just a lineup of people slicing off ham and walking around with slices of ham in their hands. And at one point, there was a bloke on the dance floor with the ham bone, just like fist pumping the ham bone over his head. I should also say that same bloke, and if he ever hears this, you'll know exactly who he is. We had a wedding away, so it was everybody had to travel. Him and his wife had a hotel room. She woke up during the night to find him not in the bed and found him in the hotel room bathroom, sitting on the toilet, ham everywhere. And he'd fallen asleep, but at some point decided he was freezing and he'd wrapped himself in toilet paper. So he looked like the fucking mummy. There was ham sprayed everywhere and he was asleep on the toilet. So he'd had a good time.
Your mate.
Yeah. He'd had a good time. That's what I want. But everybody was starving. And mate, we thought about getting pizzas delivered, getting cheeseburgers delivered, just something late that everybody could hook into because everybody's starving by, 10 or 11 o'clock or whatever.
No, 100%. There's so many about not having it filmed here. So
so that other caller, who I'm not going to give them away, but I know they tell them to wake up to themselves.
yeah. Well, she did also say she'd swap celebrants.
Yeah.
So she can blow it out your ass.
I did. Here's one biggest win. They wanted a super popular wedding celebrant, but he was booked on their date. So they randomly found this other guy who had only officiated one other wedding at the time and decided to take a risk on him, even though the venue, which is Enzo at Ironbark Hill, had never heard of him. It was the best wedding decision ever. Our friends and family still say it was the funnest ceremony they've ever been to.
Wonder who it was.
Amazing.
Was this back in the day?
Way back in the day.
Oh,
they were like the fourth couple I ever married.
I 100% thought I was like, there's another who?
No. I actually messaged her back and said, who was the original celebrant that you couldn't get hold of? And she goes, I can't even remember who it was now. So I was pretty stoked to read that when it popped up.
Yeah.
There's another one from our good friend Maddie from I'm a Face Lady and also at Crinklewood. Her biggest regret, didn't get a videographer. A lot of votes for videography here.
Food one again. Barely eating any of the food at our own wedding. We purposely had it at our favourite restaurant and we didn't eat a thing. So top tip for future couples, get someone to put food aside for you.
Should have eloped and used Monty King instead of Monty Haron. Which is, good chat.
Yeah, thanks for that. The rent's going up for her.
I quite like this one. I don't know if I can. I guess I could. Oh, no, I won't say their name because they're slagging off their makeup artist, or they'll really want to because I'll tell you about why later. But so no regrets about eloping during COVID, but they weren't happy that the makeup artist sent was a substitute for the day. they'd been discussing a natural makeup look. Old love made me look like a drag queen and told me how her makeup would make my rounded face look slim. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Are we going to look? Have we thought of? We've got a couple of minutes to go. We discussed last time that we should think about a proper sign off. Have you given it any thought?
The sign
And you were
off?
looking at your phone. Then, do you know anything I just fucking said to you?
No, I'm
No clue.
I'm like your wife. Can't multitask. And I'm not throwing you under the bus, Kate. Love you, but the king said that about you before.
She's aware.
Yeah,
I love you, Kate.
as much as
Maybe that's how I'll close out every episode. I love you, Kate.
I love men with mutton chops.
Men with mutton chops. Get back to the first fleet, you fucking weirdo. Wow. Mutton chops. Does anybody even have mutton chops anymore?
No, I hope
William
not.
Bligh off the Bounty.
No, I don't know.
All right, fuck it. Cut. That's it.
Straight down the barrel.
Yeah,
Thanks.
straight down the
Thanks
barrel.
for listening. Thanks for watching. If you are watching,
So we're going to probably put it on YouTube, I guess.
yep. So there'll be a link somewhere. Swipe somewhere. Oh no, they're
Oh, yeah.
listening in the car.
Yeah, yeah.
They can't swipe.
Yeah, yeah. Click the button here, here. But yeah, so if you're listening on audio, which will probably be on Apple Podcasts, maybe Spotify, we don't know yet.
We hope we've made your drive
we've
a
got-
little more entertaining.
We've got video. It'll be on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, which I believe we have one. I just don't know if there's
Yeah.
anything on it.
yeah.
So that's fortunate.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Is that what the kids say? Hey guys. No, that's how you open. That's how you open every YouTube video, isn't it? Hey guys. But yeah,
Welcome back.
like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
The Two Monties podcasts.
The Two Monty's charity wedding as well.
Monty King Celebrant.
Holy Matrimonti. Oh, what a good name. You should have picked that one. He's still salty.
So cheesy. Yeah, anyway, do all those things. That's enough links. Bye for now.
Bye.
Two Monties, which we're going to bang on about over and over and over again.
The Two Monty's charity wedding event,
Yeah, that's
2024,
2024. Tell us the date.
July 26. It's a Friday.
Friday wedding at the Anchorage Port Stephens.
Yes, beautiful venue. They're launching back into weddings. So by the time July rolls around next year, they will have a fair wedge under their belt. But very excited because, yeah, it's a cracker of a venue and they've got plenty of space. And, well, you can do the ceremony on the beach.
Don't do that.
But
We don't want to stand.
But
I don't want to
you-
stand in the sand.
it's July. It's not that hot.
Sand, yeah. Wait, the
Although-
sand doesn't care about the temperature, mate.
Yeah.
Sand still gets in all your shit.
True. In all the boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to wear shorts and no shoes, which I'd be bang up for.
Yeah.
So yeah, there. And when I just was looking through our list of vendors who have already put their hands up that we missed in the last episode, and some of them are champions, so we apologise, but we were purposely saving you for the next episode.
Yes.
Obviously.
Did Hope send you the link too?
No.
That's what she said. I've actually got the
Oh no.
updated
So I've
list,
got
yeah.
the other one I was going to throw in is Tanya from Chic Artistry is going to be doing hair.
Oh
Correct?
yeah.
We've got Kazi Music, who's going to do ceremony and canapes, and Silent Shout, I believe. Texted Sam and he goes, "Yeah, sounds great." So that's putting the pressure on him there as well. But certainly someone from Silent Shout will be there. Who else you got on your list?
I didn't actually have the right list in front of me, so I can't help you. This is all you.
Fuck me. Anyway, that's some more additions to our list. Oh no, here we go. Here's another one. Butter for cakes, because wedding cakes are excellent, and we love wedding cakes.
Oh. Yes, we do.
That's right. Beavis hire, which we don't know exactly what their
They're great.
They're great.
Yeah.
They support us every time, and any time there's a hole in the
Whether we need a dance floor or
chairs
festoon
or
lights
anything, and they're always on board, been on board with us from the start. So thanks Ashton and the team there from Beavis.
whatever you need to trick out the venue, they're on it.
But that's about it. So, and again, we've forgotten again, Mark Hughes Foundation will
supporting Mark Hughes this year.
So the Anchorage 26th of July, is that correct?
That's it. Friday, 26th of July. You got it.
And obviously auction February 14 at the same venue as it always is at the venue that the wedding will be at. So tell your friends. Hang on, he's put the finger up.
Hang on, I got the list here, and you forgot your mate.
Who's mine?
Catering.
Oh, Mezzo Catering.
There
I
we
did
go.
too.
Yeah.
Mezzo Catering will be doing the food on the day, who are an amazing wedding caterer and a functions caterer.
We got Kazzy for live music.
I said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
where was I?
I love my wife dearly, but she cannot look at a phone and listen to a conversation at the same time, and that's exactly what just happened then. You were staring at the phone, looking at the wrong list.
He wants me to be his wife. You wouldn't be so lucky.
Who else have you got?
No one. I'm single.
This is not the... So send in your applications to Monty at the2monties.com.au with your photo and a short resume about how you could be a life partner for this Monty. That Monty, not this Monty. This Monty's covered, thank you.
That's also going to be another segment, I feel, as part of our podcast is the sexual escapades of,
either that or
of the two Monties.
Or people that send in their applications, will bring them up and discuss them at length.
Yeah, good one. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Dating applications.
I think that's for now. Creative photo booth.
Ray.
We
got Hope from Content Killers is going to do behind the scenes on the day content creation. Which is a one.
Anne Marie from Your First Dance Co.
She's
Another
been in from
long
the
time supporter.
And also, don't know how she bloody does it. She normally does it's like 2 sessions with the couple, and they look shit hot.
Yeah, it's great.
I would be tripping over my own feet, let alone someone else's after. Yeah, so she's an absolute weapon.
Anyway, we've got to leave some up our sleeve for episode 3. When we come back in a number of weeks to record that.
There's always space for more vendors. So if you're a vendor, you want to jump on and support the Two Monties charity wedding event. 100% of proceeds go to Mark Hughes Foundation. Wedding is July 26th. So basically, all you got to be available for is to be able to throw down what you do for July 26th.
We do it in winter because that's obviously a slower period for vendors, hopefully.
A little bit out of season. And we are super appreciative of any and all donations towards this charity wedding event. And try and raise as much money as we can for Mark Hughes.